Welcome to Tourcron. If you're a traveler and love nature, you're at the right place. Please subscribe to us and press the bell icon. Cities all over the world do what they can do to draw visitors to their humble areas. There are also those that do not advertise their country. One of them is Africa, which is a diverse and fascinating continent that has many destinations that are suitable for travel. It is home to some of the world's most iconic wildlife, breathtaking natural beauty, and rich cultural and historical traditions. These are our picks for the top 99 places to visit in Africa. Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. Taking a walking sightseeing tour through Abuja will allow you to see all the markets that open daily for residents and visitors alike. These markets include everything from bread, fruits, and pottery, all of which are locally made. Abuja also has plenty of interesting stops such as the Nike Art Gallery, the National Mosque. Abuja has waterways that you can kayak on, fish on, or go on a hike and see the gorgeous mountain regions and the forest. The local restaurants range in size and popularity. You may come across some must-eat locations that serve all types of ethnic foods. Some even have vegetarian meals. Do not miss the day tours that are available, as well as the nature and parks tours. Make sure you have a guide. Danakil Depression. An interesting location that's become a depression due to three tectonic plates hitting each other. It is one of the hottest and lowest points on the Earth. However, it's a top destination for many visitors. It is a top attraction in Ethiopia and has been called the Land of Death, the most alien place on Earth, and also the gateway to hell. There are sulfur hot springs, acid pools, and mountains of salt. The sulfur springs are a yellow color with neon green. The location is also home to one of only 8 lava lakes in the world. Science fiction fans love the location due to the appearance, which is right off the minds of sci-fi writers. Oddly, a top tourist destination, mainly for the foul-smelling, extremely hot, and punitive location, visitors continuously give rave reviews. Whether a helicopter tour or riding four-wheelers, this is a trip worth making. Lamu. A land filled with sandy beaches and traditional stone architecture, Lamu was once considered a dangerous place to visit, but today, it is once again very safe to visit this equatorial paradise. This beautiful island is considered to be a must-see when on safari in Africa. Before the safari or even after, it can be the stunning point to a fabulous vacation. Lamu has water activities such as snorkeling, diving, fishing, and swimming. The beautiful and scenic tour of Old Lamu is the top priority of all visitors. Cultural festivals happen at different times of the year. From food, arts, or Malaudi festivals, these cultural exhibitions are the perfect way to learn about Swahili life. Lamu Old Town will give you the thrill of rich history, open markets, tantalizing cuisine, museums, and beautifully carved intricate stone archways and homes. Self-tours, guided tours, or even tours while riding the famed donkeys will make the visit to Lamu memorable. Moshi. The best location in Tanzania if you plan to visit Kilimanjaro. The best spot for beginning a hike up the famed mountain also begins in Moshi. With plenty to do and see, Moshi is a surprise for tourists. What seems to be a quiet and possibly dull location turns out to be one of the most fun and worthwhile stops in the region. Mountain climbers love the 3 to 8 day climb on the world-famous freestanding mountain. Tours can run through the old railway station where visitors can stop and drink a beer or two, then head out to enjoy the views of Lake Chala. The Maasai tribe welcomes visitors to dance along with them and learn their culture and ways. You could swim at the base of the beautiful Mataruni waterfall and then head out for a day of shopping at the Mayubuni market, where you could relish in the beautiful artwork and authentic kitenge. These wraparound material pieces make treasured memories and fashion wear, no matter where you live in the world. Drakensberg. Situated on the eastern portion of the Great Escarpment of South Africa, the region is most well known for its beautiful scenery and impressive geological features. The most famous of the areas to visit would be the amphitheater, which is a huge cliff face in the Royal Natal National Park. The amphitheater is also the home of Tagula Falls. Visitors can climb to the top of the falls and observe the breathtaking beauty there. The Camberg Nature Preserve trails are located nearby and will give you a thrill of a lifetime. While hiking the famous trail, you will see some of the world's most preserved rock art. One can find more original rock art at the main cave at Giant's Castle Nature Reserve. Cathedral Peak is worth more than just a quick visit. Enjoy the winery located right there and then plan your hike back. One of the most famous history museums is located nearby, and although small, it gives an abundance of knowledge to visitors. Moremi Game Reserve. Considered one of Africa's most beautiful reserves, travelers seeking an idyllic African safari will find it on a visit to Moremi Game Reserve. The game reserve has an estimated 4,000 bird species, making it ideal for bird watchers. You can see endangered birds and migratory species throughout the reserve. The Moremi Game Reserve has a diverse range of animals that call it home. You'll see a unique selection of animal species as you explore the bush. The Moremi Game Reserve has incredible landscapes with thick trees, grassy plains, and cool lagoons. You will find the Moremi Game Reserve on the east side of the Okavango Delta. It is a combination of wet and dry areas. You'll find an authentic safari experience with a chance to see buffaloes, giraffes, elephants, zebras, and more. You can explore the game reserve throughout the year, which makes it perfect for travelers. Jinja. Located on the shore of Lake Victoria, Jinja is known as the adventure capital of Africa. Jinja is also one of the tributaries via the White Nile as the mouth of the longest river in the world. Paddle boards, kayaking, whitewater rafting, and more make for a great vacation in Jinja. Obviously, visiting the source of the Nile is a big deal for many visitors. Some resorts in Jinja, Uganda, are located along the Nile River and may be a good choice for visitors who want to enjoy the natural beauty of the area. There are other adventurous activities and fun to be had after you learn some of the history and culture of the region. Casablanca. Commonly referred to as Casa in the business and economic center of Morocco, Casablanca has a famous coastline, beautiful architecture, and more than many options for activities when visiting this city. There are mosques in Morocco that are worth a visit, not only because Islam is the #1 religion, but the architecture is fabulous. The cuisine is popular in Morocco, and many top restaurants serve a variety of cuisine. There are walking tours, sightseeing, and shopping to enjoy. Morocco has museums and the King's Palace. Take a leisurely stop at the beaches in Morocco and relax the day away with fun water activities. Magic lamp tours are available for places that include the desert and the royal palaces. The central market that is held in Morocco can't be missed, with so many great pieces of arts and crafts. Pungo Andongo. Known as a place of myth and legend, Pungo Andongo is home to the Black Rocks, which are a mysterious rock formation which are believed to have been formed by volcanic activity millions of years ago. This town will give you a breathtaking view of the countryside. Many of the rocks in the area are described as appearing to resemble animals. You can learn about the history here. Other things to see and do include bridges, abseiling, and even wildlife that can be seen. Take a visit to the local farms and see how they differ from your home region. Chamarel. Known for the 7-colored Earth Geopark, Chamarel is a small village that's located in the Riviere Noire district, situated above the mountains. This village is known for nature reserves and other parks. The waterfalls, Chamarel and Alexander, are sights to behold. Black River Gorges National Park has tours of all types available. There is a photo safari with trekking, hiking, and bird watching. There are places to camp in the Black River Gorges National Park as well. There are boat trips that offer a stopover in a nearby lagoon for snorkeling. However, many of the water areas do not have motorized water sports. What they do offer is more like a Robinson Crusoe lifestyle of entertainment, as long as there is no harm to the environment and animals. Luderitz. This town is located in the coastal area of Namibia, formerly known as Southwest Africa. As a former German colonial town, it still holds a German atmosphere and Art Nouveau architecture. There are 3 areas that are called Luderitz. One would be the town itself, the peninsula, and the ocean bay. Sightseeing is a huge attraction in Luderitz. A replica of a cross that was placed on the peninsula still stands. Activities tourists may be interested in include visiting a nearby ghost town. The route is no longer marked, but it's very easy to find. Visitors should visit Halifax Island and take a local tour to see the German imperial style along with Art Nouveau. One should also visit the diamond mine ghost towns, Shark Island and Agath Beach, to get some relaxing downtime and enjoy the beaches. Okene. Located in central Nigeria, Okene has plenty to do in the small location. There are confluence tours, which include food tours as well as day trips. Okene is loaded with beautiful buildings that have been there since the beginning. Okene is considered to be the most beautiful town in all of West Africa. Okene has a central market which will be sure to accommodate your needs. You can purchase almost everything you're looking for or other distinguished items. There are small eateries and local hotels where you can stay on your visit. PramPram. One of the most beautiful beach towns in the country of Ghana, PramPram is still a work in progress, if you will. The town is building, developing, and becoming more of an attractive location to live and visit. There are a couple of hotels in the town or very nearby. The attractions would be the type you may need a day trip or a form of transportation to go and visit. Here you can also book some resort beach houses where you can relax. Morondava. Madagascar is the largest island in the Indian Ocean, and it's famous for its biodiversity and wildlife. Morondava is a city in Madagascar that is a laid-back town with a beautiful number of beaches and waving palm trees. You can find a place near the town of Morondava, which is one of the most memorable activities. To take a ride down is the Avenue of the Baobabs. The trees are known for their distinctive appearance and have become a popular tourist attraction in Madagascar. These trees are thought to be between 800 and 1,000 years old and are listed as an endangered species. This place is a popular destination for tourists who come to see the trees and take photographs. You can hire a pirogue to take you sightseeing in the idyllic fishing village, Bejaia. Karatu. Located in East Africa, Karatu, Tasmania, is a very colorful town. Just outside of the town is a beautiful, peaceful countryside. In town is a local brewery, a brick-making business, and a busy marketplace. You can take a tour of a coffee farm or take a guided walking tour through the forest to seek out waterfalls and elephant canvas. So many activities that can be found within Karatu: hiking and biking opportunities, cultural tours, and you could even go to a safari. Granted, the safaris are a dusty drive, but very memorable. The most memorable visit and the tour is a walking tour of the town of Karatu. Coffee has been grown in Tanzania for centuries, and though it should be, it is not given the same amount of respect as coffee from Kenya and Ethiopia. Kitwe. This town began developing in 1936, has been slowly developing ever since. Although copper mining created a huge boost in development when it first started, the town of Kitwe is the 3rd largest city in Zambia. This city is known for its natural beauty and pleasant weather. There is a huge variety of restaurants with varied cuisine. Tourists can find lodging at a few possible locations. A couple have added restaurants connected. Many locations will have internet access for visitors. Trains can take you to local nearby towns for a day trip and interesting sightseeing tours. History can still be seen in numerous areas of Kitwe. If you enjoy nature and outdoor activities, then Kitwe may be a good place for you to visit. The night skies are wondrous to view when you are relaxing at the end of a busy sightseeing day. The stars seem to shine brighter as you enjoy the view. Bejaia. The Mediterranean seaport, located along the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea, it is known for its beautiful beaches, historic landmarks, and cultural attractions. This older town was built on the slope of the mountains, where the main businesses and industries are located along the road to Algiers. Within a short distance, visitors will be able to see the ruins of the Roman veterans' town. If you are interested in history, culture, and relaxation on the beach, then Bejaia might be a good place for you to visit. The town is rich in Muslim heritage, great cuisine, wonderfully beautiful sights are available in Bejaia. There are multiple parks along with landmarks and tours that can be had. Pretoria. The administrative capital of South Africa, the town holds a rich history, including the imprisonment of Winston Churchill. The Peace of Vereeniging was also signed around this town. Pretoria is a well-planned city. Famous jacaranda trees line the streets. This city is known for its mild climate and beautiful gardens, which makes it a great place for outdoor activities. Visitors and residents alike enjoy the manicured gardens, decorative terraces, sunken gardens, and nature reserves, all that make Pretoria their home. If you're interested in history, culture, and natural beauty, then Pretoria might be a good place for you to visit. Not only is Pretoria the administrative capital, but it's also home to diamond mining, industrial engineering, and food processing. The city is also home to a number of beautiful historical landmarks, such as the Union Buildings and the Voortrekker Monument, which are popular tourist attractions. Other places to visit include the National Botanical Garden, National Zoological Gardens of South Africa, and the Austin Roberts Bird Sanctuary. Sidi Bou Said. Lined with cobblestone streets, gorgeous blue and white houses set on a promontory overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, small art galleries, sidewalk cafes, and a variety of architecture and ornate stucco and patterned tilework can be seen throughout. Dar el Anabi is one of the historic places filled with wax figurines in traditional outfits. There's also a marina located next to the beautiful sandy beach. This cliff-top village of Sidi Bou Said is said to be Tunisia's bohemian seaside suburb. The beautiful whitewashed buildings are lined with wrought iron decorative gating and rails. With just a few places to stay, it's best to plan ahead. The cuisine is traditional fare, with a variety of other cuisines available for guests and residents. Merzouga. A small village in southeastern Morocco, the town is located in the Sahara Desert on the border of Algeria. Merzouga is home to what is known as a seasonal salt lake that's often dry in the summer. When Salt Lake is full, it attracts many migratory birds, including warblers, nightjars, and flamingos. This is the location to enjoy a camel ride across the desert, enjoy the sunsets and sunrises, traveling across the wind-blown dunes. Your reward is the flair of African music and dance. Be amazed at the types and styles of cuisines that are available in Merzouga. Hospitality is one of the finest trades in the area, ranging from quaint, classic, and modern to the tried and true. Your best vacation awaits in Merzouga. Enjoy quiet time sitting next to a lake, take an adventure on a four-wheeler, or have a true adventure and camp in the desert. Leptis Magna. This city has also been by numerous names throughout history. It is a true archaeological location. It was known as one of the most beautiful cities of the Roman Empire. The public monuments are imposing. As one of UNESCO's many sites, they are still excavations that happen today. Leptis Magna is an ancient city that lies to the west of the modern part of Al-Khoms. Even throughout the conflict happening around the ruins, they are not borne the brunt of much damage to the conflict. The damage that has happened is due to defensive moves taken to protect the area. It is possible to visit the ruins, but vehicle traffic is prohibited and is blocked off by large cement blocks. Locals do help watch over the ruins and help to protect them from damage. Swakopmund. A coastal town that lies between the ocean and the desert, travelers will experience a laid-back environment in a quaint little town founded in the 1900s by German settlers. Swakopmund shatters the preconceived notions of Namibia with its gorgeous promenades, cozy accommodations, and historical landmarks. Popular activities around Swakopmund include sea kayaking, boating, and spending time at the beach. Boat trips provide travelers with a chance to spot whales and dolphins off the Namibia coast. Swakopmund is known as a paradise for adventure seekers and adrenaline junkies. One of the popular adventure sports activities is dune boarding. You can head into the nearby Namibia desert and cut up the sands on a rented board. If you want to explore Africa's incredible outdoors, you can sign up for one of the many safaris that traverse the Namibia outback. History buffs will love the German architecture around Swakopmund. The Swakopmund Museum is a must-see for travelers who want to learn more about the region's phenomenal past. Katse Dam. Perfect place for travelers seeking an African holiday with water sports and other water activities. You will find cruises and boat trips around Katse Dam, giving you the chance to take in breathtaking views. Watching the sunset over Katse Dam while sailing around the area is one of the most memorable experiences. Katse is Africa's tallest dam and is the home of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project. The dam is surrounded by gorgeous flora, giving you the chance to take pictures of unique flowers, animals, and especially birds. Flock to the dam to enjoy the environment. The winter months are incredibly special as animals migrate to Katse Dam to enjoy the water and food available. Port Louis, a bustling city and the capital of Mauritius. The port city was built in 1735 by French Governor Mahe de Labourdonnais. Travelers to Mauritius will often start their trips in Port Louis, as it is the economic hub of the country. History buffs and culture vultures will find colonial-era buildings to explore. Port Louis's history has been perfectly preserved over the years. Fort Adelaide was built in 1835 by the British. The well-maintained fort can be explored as you find out about Port Louis's history. The Cawdan waterfront has many shops and restaurants to visit. You will also find Mauritius's oldest post office at the waterfront. Port Louis has a lot of charm thanks to its architecture throughout the city center. The governor's house and municipal buildings are two iconic locations, and both are well worth snapping a few pictures in front of. Port Louis is also home to Chinatown, where you can get authentic Chinese food. The Natural History Museum is home to a wealth of educational opportunities, giving you the chance to learn about the country's past. Mehe. If you want an iconic beach holiday, then set sail for Mehe in Seychelles. Seychelles is well known for its beaches with crystal clear water and soft sandy shores. Mehe is the exact image most people think of when dreaming of a beach holiday. There are lush jungles that fringe the beach and pristine waters that lap the shore. Located on the east coast of Africa, Mehe is the main island of Seychelles. The island's two national parks, Port Lune Marine National Park and Saint Anne Marine National Park, make up most of the island. The two parks are the perfect reason to visit Mehe. Victoria is the capital city of Mehe, and you can learn all about the island's culture in town. However, you won't want to stay away from the beach for too long. Mehe has a lot of coastlines, so you'll need to spend most of your time exploring the beautiful beaches that dot the island. Constantine. This city is full of culture, history, and sights, and the city is perfect for any traveler seeking a step off the beaten path. The medieval fortifications stand out right away with their ancient look. The fortifications were crafted with Roman masonry and are stunning to view. The city is separated into two parts, the Kasbah and the Souk El Ghazil Mosque. The Souk is the Palace of Ahmed Bey and is built in a Moorish architectural style, while the Kasbah is the old town. A walk around Constantine is like a trip into the past thanks to its 18th century Islamic architecture. The Museum of Sirte and the Municipal Library are perfect destinations for anyone wanting to learn more about the Algerian city. Fianarantsoa, the capital of the hot Mauritius region in Madagascar. It was built in the early 1800s by the island's largest ethnic group, the Merina. You will be able to learn all about Madagascar's past and present on a visit to Fianarantsoa. The town is divided into 3 parts with a lower, middle, and upper area. The lower town is Fianarantsoa's most popular section. You'll find shops and restaurants located in the lower town and have the chance to get in touch with local culture. Travelers looking for a modern area will find it in the middle part, which offers colonial architecture to explore. The upper town is the most relaxing part of Fianarantsoa. It also offers the best views of the entire city. St. Louis. This city was previously the capital of Senegal during French colonialism. The island's history as the former capital means that there is a lot of amazing architecture. The island is rich in history and culture, and is the ideal escape from the overcrowded city of Dakar. St. Louis may have some old, crumbling buildings across the island, but their stories make them incredible to explore. It is easy to walk around this historic city. You should be able to explore St. Louis's streets in just a few hours. The city is well known, which adds to its eclectic feel and atmosphere. The Old Town's Cathedral and Governor's Palace are 2 must-see sights. Fade Herb Bridge links the island with Africa's mainland and runs across the Senegal River. A walk across the bridge provides breathtaking views. You can explore the old French colonial mansions that are now falling down around the city. You may even be able to book one of the rebuilt mansions for the night, as several are now hotels. Mikumi National Park. Tanzania's 4th largest national park, this park can be found between the Uluguru and Lamangongo Mountains. Its location near Dar es Salaam makes it the ideal national park to visit for travelers with time constraints. You will find diverse wildlife living in this national park. Zebras, antelope, impalas, buffalo, and many more animals call Mikumi home. One of the most unique activities you can do in Mikumi is to have a picnic. There are picnic sites throughout Mikumi, giving you the chance to sit down, eat, and watch the wildlife roam around you. There's also cultural activities that take place in this park. The park is known for its game drives, which allow you to sit in the comfort of a 4x4 while traveling down the dirt trails that wind throughout the park. You'll be able to see lions close up from the 4x4. Mikumi National Park also offers you the opportunity to enjoy nature walks and camping throughout the year. Ouarzazate appears to be a sleepy Moroccan town, yet it is far from a tired old place to visit. Since 1983, Ouarzazate has been the home of Atlas Studios, a film studio that has made numerous Hollywood blockbuster films. The landscape around Ouarzazate makes it perfect for films, and more than 200 have been made in this area. There is also a cinema museum with old film props, sets, and equipment. Ouarzazate is home to more than just Atlas Studios and films. The town has gorgeous architecture with a variety of buildings from old to new. The Tauquerit Casbah is a fortress in the town and was the official home of the Glaoui family. The family was an important part of the area's trade, and it helped to make Ouarzazate an economic powerhouse. The Casbah has an incredible 300 rooms and feels more like a maze than a home. Ayat bin Haudu was built on the side of a hill in Ouarzazate. Couples looking for a romantic experience should visit Ayat Bahadu at sunset to see the sun go down over Morocco. The building overlooks the Quinilla River, and the views of the village will take you back. Abu Simbel. Located in the Upper Egypt region of Aswan, Abu Simbel consists of twin temples with a rich history. These twin temples were built 3,000 years ago by Ramses II, one of the greatest rulers of Egypt. This site sits on the bank of Lake Nasser, making it close to the border of Sudan. People visit these temples to appreciate the story behind all the architecture. This includes the 4 gigantic statues that surround the temples. The entire area was relocated after being under threat by the waters of the River Nile. Once they were established, they became one of the most famous tourist attractions in all of southern Egypt. The first temple you'll encounter is the Great Temple, which includes many chambers consisting of the statues of Ramses II and other important personalities during that era. Then the small temple will be found that was dedicated to his wife, Nefertari. Many scribbled Egyptian languages of the past tell stories of this king and queen. Virunga National Park. Africa's oldest national park, found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The beautiful scenery includes glaciers and lava lakes that will leave you speechless. Virunga was named one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites because of the unique experience it has to offer to all tourists. The park is home to a wide variety of wildlife, including some of the world's last remaining mountain gorillas, as well as chimpanzees, elephants, lions, and many other species of animals, and 700 bird species. It's worth noting that there are only an estimated 1,000 mountain gorillas left in the world, and the park is home to about 1/3 of the world's remaining mountain gorillas, which is approximately 200 individuals. Visitors can trek through the forest to see the gorillas in their natural habitat and observe them up close, under the guidance of experienced park rangers. In some areas of Virunga, you will find African tribes living there to entertain and guide the tourists. Franschhoek. One of the oldest towns in Africa, having a population of French Africans, it is located an hour's drive from Cape Town. Since the farm has a French history, it is known to have splendid wine farms and a delicious food palette of traditional French culture. It is the perfect place to go for relaxation and peace, which is why it is an ideal honeymoon destination. If you're a fan of wine, try out the Wine Tram, which runs across 10 wine routes, giving you the option to not only try local wines, but also travel the town without the worry of driving. Additionally, there are many picnic spots such as the Baschendal Farm that offers a gorgeous view of the mountains and greenery. To top off your trip, make sure to visit the local markets to spend time with traditional people and buy local goods such as food items and jewelry. Grand Bay. A village located in the district of Rivière du Rempart, North Mauritius. Mauritius is known to have one of the world's most pleasant beaches, and the village of Grand Bay is no exception. Grand Bay is a popular tourist destination known for its beautiful beaches and lively atmosphere. You will find many intriguing water activities such as sailing, water skiing, and surfing. Local communities offer fishing trips in which boats leave deep into the sea to make your experience the true essence of fishing. Additionally, the nightlife of the village is commendable. Simien Mountains National Park. The mountain peaks and deep valleys together make the Simien National Park, located in northern Ethiopia. Simien National Park is considered to be one of the most beautiful and unique national parks in Africa and is considered to be a must-see destination for nature and wildlife enthusiasts. The park consists of spectacular trekking routes that will give you a proper view of the plateaus and traditional agricultures. It is included in this list of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Tourists love this place because of the thrilling scenery, such as the I Met Go-Go viewpoint. Most people take the 4-day trek route, in which they spend their nights in camps or luxurious lodges to cool down and relax. In the park, you will also find some endangered species, like the Walia ibex, Ethiopian wolf, and Gelada monkey. The park offers hiking and trekking opportunities, and visitors can also take guided tours to see the wildlife and learn about the area's culture and history. Oran. A city located in the northwestern part of Algeria, it is one of the most popular tourist spots in the entire country because of its cultural importance. Since the French colonial period, the buildings have remained intact. You can take a walk around the city to explore the magnificent French architecture. Fort Santa is a cultural site that has a castle on it, along with a statue of the Virgin Mary. Since the city is all about hustle and bustle, this area serves as a way to spend some quiet time away from the main city life. Moreover, the churches and mosques in Iran carry stories of the past that you'll also explore. Many of the restaurants in this city have an incredible view of the Mediterranean Sea, such as the Sheraton Hotel. Walvis Bay, a town located in Namibia on the border of the Atlantic Ocean. The town also partially lies below the sea and has protective measures taken against flooding. This town is known for its sea, which has exciting marine life, including flamingos, pelicans, and seals. And some of the animals include whales that tourists always gravitate towards. There are many fishing activities as well that can be done privately after renting out fishing rods. The Pelican Point Sand Pit allows the world's best surfers to come here for surfing. If you're not into these sports, you can always indulge in dolphin watching and kite surfing. One of the most famous restaurants is the Raft Restaurants in Walvis Bay. Overall, Walvis Bay is considered to be a worthwhile visit for nature and wildlife enthusiasts. Visitors should plan their trip in advance, as the best time to visit the area is between July and October, as it is the best time to see those flamingos. Ada. Ada Foa is a town found in Ghana along the Volta River. The town is known for its lively beaches and coastal islands. The coastline is filled with palm trees that elevate the scenic beauty of the area. Ada is a traditional fishing village, and visitors can arrange to go out on a boat with local fishermen to catch fish. There are a few places on the beach where you can rent jet skis, boats, and other water equipment for fun on the water. If you're interested in experiencing local culture and relaxing on a beautiful beach, then Ada may be worth a visit. Hwange National Park. The biggest park in Zimbabwe covered over 1,400 square feet of land. It is considered one of the best wildlife viewing destinations in Africa. The park has 100 species of animals, giving a diverse wildlife experience to tourists. The best time to visit is during the months of June and October, since these are known as the dry months. Elephants travel long distances to reach Hwange Waterhole. You will be able to spot all kinds of animals coming to drink water in the early morning. Moreover, you can book safaris of different kinds in which you can interact with wildlife such as lions, leopards, buffalo, and much more. You can spend a relaxing time at the camps. Hwange National Park offers a variety of accommodation options, from luxury lodges to more basic campsites. Some people also go for overnight camps in which you can enjoy the picnic sites and different traditional activities. With over 400 bird species, Hwange also offers bird watching games for those who don't indulge in interactive wildlife safaris. Nosy Kamba. A gorgeous volcanic island located in Madagascar, the island is more famously known for lemurs, who are a sacred and protected species. Nosy Kamba is an easily accessible island, and it's a very popular destination in Madagascar. The weather of Nosy Kamba is always good, and it's never a bad time to visit this place. The beautiful island is covered by a magnificent primal forest and has clean and private beaches which also offer snorkeling. So Nosy Kamba is a must-visit island, and it's also home to all different kinds of plants and flowers. Moroni. This lively city is located in Comoros, and it is also the capital and largest city of Comoros. Moroni is the most popular tourist destination in Comoros, and that is mainly because of its breathtakingly beautiful views. Moroni is a city connected by boat to every other city in Comoros, and that is also why it's the ideal place to plan your trip and explore Comoros. Moroni is home to the beautiful Mount Karthala. The beaches in Moroni are also beautiful that you will end up falling in love with this place. Moroni is a really interesting capital. In fact, it doesn't feel like a capital at all, but a small, gorgeous city. The vibe of this city is very welcoming, and the people here are also very friendly. So Moroni is a must-visit when you're in Comoros. Essaouira. This beautiful coastal town is located about 2.5 hours west of Marrakesh. People from all over the world travel to Morocco and fall in love with this place because of how gorgeous it is. Summer is the perfect time to pay a visit to this place and enjoy some exciting time on the beaches here, while light, cool breezes blow and make the heat bearable. Essaouira is also known as the Windy City of Africa, so brace yourself when you get there. There are multiple luxurious villas that you can find here for staying in. Many people visit Essaouira for a day trip, but it's definitely a place where you should stay for at least 3 to 4 days. If what you're craving is some therapeutic time on your vacation, the Essaouira is definitely the place you should visit. Windy, impenetrable forest. Uganda's one of the most famous spots for gorilla trekking and other recreational activities. It is located in the southwest part of Uganda, which is accessible from Kampala, Uganda. The park is estimated to have around 400 individuals, which is around 40% of the world's remaining mountain gorilla population. This forest offers a chance to spend time with gorilla families, an experience you'll never forget. And along with that, there are beautiful species of birds flying throughout this forest. This park was said to be the best area for bird watching in all of Africa. Moreover, there is a walk known as the Bwoma Village Walk, in which you will be accompanied by local communities that will show you their households and traditional lifestyles. Conakry. Located on the island of Tumbo and connected to Kalaum Peninsula, Conakry is the capital of Guinea. It is the place that will definitely make you fall in love with itself. Conakry may not be the most famous part of Guinea, but don't let that cloud your judgment. This place is absolutely gorgeous and should be a must-visit on your list. Conakry is a city that never sleeps, and it will never bore you. From the city's musical culture to botanical gardens, museums, friendly people, nightlife, incredible windy earth-red tails tropical forest, historical sites, and lively markets, you'll never have a boring moment during your time here. There are plenty of places you can visit, and overall, the sights in this city are absolutely gorgeous. The sunsets alone here will make your trip worth visiting. Nishna. This town is located in the Western Cape province of South Africa, and it is a destination in South Africa that is on the Garden Route tourist route. It's a popular vacation town in South Africa, and it's also more commonly known as the Jewel of Garden Route. Nishna is very famous among visitors and locals for its oysters. Tourists that visit this beautiful town always enjoy the town's beaches, lagoon forest, and overall beautiful and exciting vibe of the place. Nishna is the most visited vacation town during the time period of December holidays and holidays like Easter. The best way to explore this little town is on wheel. You won't be able to fully explore this place if you don't have your own vehicle. Nishna is definitely a must-visit when you're in South Africa. Praslin. Praslin is a combination of everything that you would want from Seychelles. Praslin is a lovely paradise island full of fabulous beaches, good food, great viewpoints, and breathtakingly beautiful sights. This place is everything that you hope for and more. A major portion of the island's interior is a designated national park, and you can't help but notice the richness of life here on this gorgeous island. Praslin is basically a sanctuary for plants and animals, and it is heaven for all nature lovers. There is life underwater and life over water, and it is definitely worth visiting. Each day on this island can be spent on the beach, and the diversity of the beaches here won't bore you at all. Chobe National Park. One of the best wildlife destinations in the whole world. This national park is home to really fascinating wildlife, and it's like a paradise for nature and wildlife photographers. Photographers from all over the world come and visit this national park. Just one small peek at the wildlife here and you'll be mesmerized forever. Chobe National Park is very lush because it has many waterways, and aside from the wildlife, this place is extremely beautiful. Chobe National Park is home to thousands of elephants and many other different species of animals, including some of the endangered species. There are hotels that offer stays and camping pods as well for you to spend a few nights here and make the best out of your visit. It's definitely a place that should be on your list when visiting Botswana. This place also offers safe guided tours for you to have a closer look at wildlife. Monastir, a city in Tunisia, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a city that has many popular attractions which include Monastir Marina, Musée Habib Bourguiba. It is one of the most beautiful cities in Tunisia. The vibe of this place is immaculate, and you will fall in love with this city when you pay a visit. The Islamic architecture here is very fascinating and interesting to see. The people here are friendly and welcoming, and the city overall is quite beautiful and calm, and paying a visit to this city will definitely make you feel some peace of mind. There are plenty of mausoleums and mosques that you can visit during your stay in Monastir. Exploring this city will be a very exciting journey for you, and it will be a trip that you'll remember forever. Fish River Canyon, the largest canyon in Africa and one of the largest in the entire world. It's located in Namibia. The Fish River carved the canyon out of rock over millions of years. It's also one of the most visited tourist destinations in Namibia. The visitors to Fish River Canyon can embark on an unguided 4 to 5 day hike through the canyon and explore the beauty of the place while sleeping under the stars. Fish River Canyon is a must-visit place when you're in Africa. A trip to this canyon will definitely become the highlight of your visit to Namibia, and it will be a once-in-a-lifetime kind of trip. There are mesmerizing and jaw-dropping views as well as amazing hot springs that you can see when you're visiting Fish River Canyon. Aswan, a beautiful city in Egypt that's located on the Nile River. It's home to many significant archaeological sites, which include the Philae Temple Complex, which has the column Temple of Isis dating back to the 4th century. Aswan is a city that's definitely full of sights for you to explore, and it's very different from other cities in Egypt. If you're a history and archaeology enthusiast, then this is definitely the place you should try to visit when you're in Egypt. Besides archaeology, Aswan is really famous for its beautiful scenery of the Nile River and its peaceful vibe. Aswan is a perfect winter destination. The city offers plenty of splendid views and attractions to sail through the Nile with an Egyptian sailboat, also known as a felucca. If you're planning to visit Aswan, then you need to spare at least 2 to 3 days in order to make the best out of your trip. Santo Antoa, located on the westernmost side of the Cabo Verde, is a beautiful island, Santo Antoa. It is not only the largest island in Cabo Verde, but also the second largest in the whole Barlavento island group. The charming landscape of Santo Antoa features majestic mountains covered with towering lush trees, fertile valleys that are lined with palm trees, and rivers that refresh the island's hot interior before tumbling into the clear blue sea. Santo Antoa is known to be the best hiking spot in all of Western Africa. This mountainous island offers nature lovers a treat in bright, calm scenery. If getting away from the urban buzz is your thing and you love the outdoors, this is the place for you. Masoala National Park. This national park is a 2,400 square kilometer reserve in the Sava region. It is one of the most popular destinations for travelers to Madagascar, with its natural biodiversity and biodiversity of flora and fauna. This park offers the opportunity to view endemic species of the mainland and is a habitat for eastern Avahai, and helmet vonga. Even if you don't see the rare animals, you might see lemurs jumping in trees, birds flying overhead, and numerous plant species. In fact, 50% of all known plant species in Madagascar are found within this national park's boundaries. Maharborg, an amazing vacation spot not only due to its vibrant day life and drool-worthy street food, but also because of its lovely beaches and green spaces. This coast is lined with white sand, and it's a perfect place for swimming, surfing, fishing, and more. Maharborg, you can sunbathe next to the beach, snorkel in the warm water, jog or simply walk on the famous waterfront while the sound of birds or sea bathing surrounds you. While doing all this, you'll also get to experience the real Mauritian lifestyle, as you will see the local fishermen and farmers doing their daily work. There are also many attraction options nearby, such as the Mahaborg Museum, Illa Ox Fockets Lighthouse, the biking trail of La Vallée des Ferney, and Beau Vallon Mall. All of these places are 6 to 10 miles in radius. 8 Ben Haddou. Located on the shores of the Atlas Mountains in the Ouarzazate province, this place is referred to as a historical Sar, which translates to a fortified village. The town remains date back thousands of years ago. It is one of many wonderful places to visit that offer history for those who are looking for such an element. As you enter this town, you come across the narrow streets and the old-style houses. At first, everything seems disoriented, but as you march deeper into the town, the streets become wider and brighter. The place is very peaceful and serene, a perfect stepping stone for anyone who wants to explore Morocco. The architecture, the vibe, and the people all make 8 Ben Haddou a unique place. This town has also been used as a set for a number of movies. The must-visit spots in this small city are Anila Valley, Galerie Tawarga, Kasbah Art Tresor, and Sabat d'Or. Mombasa, a beautiful coastal city near the Indian Ocean. It's also the second largest city in Kenya. Mombasa is the place to go when one needs to relieve the stress of work in a world-class beach resort. This place is full of activities and attractions that don't end somehow. There are great beaches along its coastline for swimming, snorkeling with turtles, or just tanning your skin tingle from sun exposure. It has a perfectly calm and quiet atmosphere and has all the modern amenities needed to make a vacation extremely pleasurable. Mombasa also has many tourist attractions like Fort Jesus Museum, Haller Park, Mombasa Marine National Park, and also the old part of the city. Apart from these, you can go on a beach drive on Mama Najina's Drive, or you can also visit the ruins of Jumba La Matwana. Libreville. Being the capital and largest city of Gabon, Libreville delights its visitors with a diverse mix of landscape and culture. The city features a unique blend of French, European, and African architecture and features an abundance of colonial-style buildings dating from before the country gained its independence in 1960. When in Libreville, be sure to visit Notre Dame de Lourdes. The city is also home to numerous cultural attractions. Stellenbosch. Founded in 1679 by Simon van der Stel and very close to Cape Town, this region was originally just a farm. Now Stellenbosch has more Cape Dutch architecture than any other township in South Africa. From the beautiful oak-lined avenues and its lovely wine routes, Stellenbosch is a place that is fortunately still pristine in its surroundings. There's also plenty of quaint little cafes, restaurants, and shops to visit while you explore amongst vines, orchards, and bright streets. This makes Stellenbosch an ideal spot for history buffs as well as leisure-seeking tourists who love a cozy village atmosphere. This city is a place oozing with charm beneath towering flower-bordered mountain ranges on 3 sides. The best place to visit to make the most of your visit, Stellenbosch University Botanical Garden. You can also visit the beautiful mountain vineyards of Uva Mira Mountain and Lanzerek. Luxor. An old city in Upper Egypt. In fact, it's the most ancient and oldest Egyptian site, which is why it's so famous as a tourist spot. It has 1/3 of the world's ancient monuments, so you should definitely visit it. The temples within Luxor are a monumental legacy from ancient civilizations to modern times. Their beauty doesn't only appeal to their shape and design, but to the wealth and craftsmanship which was used for their making thousands of years ago. The city is also home to the world's greatest open-air museum. This museum is located past the statues and shrines of Amun Temple enclosure. After visiting the Amun Temple and Karnak's open-air museum, you can pay a visit to the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Artisans, and the Avenue of Sphinxes. Etosha National Park, a wildlife sanctuary in the northwest of Namibia. This park was established in 1907 and covered an area of 22,270 square kilometers. Etosha is home to many rare and endemic species of animals, including the black rhinoceros, the cheetah, and the elephant. The diversity of creatures in this park is due to Etosha's various habitats, including savanna, sand plains, wetlands, and salt pan. Visitors to the park enjoy game drives, safari walks, and bird watching. The real fun is visiting the famous salt pan situated in the heart of the place. Etosha Pan covers an area of 4,730 kilometers squared. It's the lowest part of the Kovale-Etosha Basin that is also visible from space. Whenever it rains in northern Namibia, this Etosha Pan fills with water, and thousands of birds, including white pelicans, flamingos, and blue cranes, take the opportunity to drink and bathe in the pan. It's a wonderful sight to see. Ngorongoro Conservation Area, a world-renowned tourist destination lying north of northern Tanzania in the Arusha region. Ngorongoro Conservation Area is known for its unique landscape. Every year, thousands of tourists visit the conservation area to experience its natural beauty and see its wildlife. The place's landscape includes plains of the Serengeti, woodlands, forests of savanna, highland plains, and the Valley of the Great Drift. Due to its natural significance, the Ngorongoro Conservation Area was declared a UNESCO Heritage Site in 1979. When in Ngorongoro, you can visit Impakai Crater and Old Duvai Gorge Museum, or you can just take a safari day tour to observe the wildlife up close. You can also take multi-day tours to explore every one of these significant sites in the area. It will definitely be an unforgettable experience for you. Luanda. The capital of Angola is still influenced by the past Portuguese rule in Africa. This is why the city still has many Portuguese-style buildings that complement its beauty. Lying near the Atlantic coast, Luanda boasts an impressive skyline that includes tall skyscrapers, old cathedrals, colonial houses, and even a palace. Another great thing that attracts tourists to this well-preserved city is its beaches and ports. A pleasant walk downtown will take you to a strip of land, which is the most visited spot in Luanda. It is known as Ilha do Cabo, a coastline of sandy beaches and a bay facing the Atlantic Ocean. If you want to explore the city, the best attractions are St. Michael Fortress, Roman Catholic Cathedral, Iron Palace, and the Moon Valley Viewpoint. And did we mention that you can find amazing food here? From diverse international cuisine to local dishes. Believe us, in Luanda, everything is delicious, just like its people. Algem. One of those cities where people can learn more about Roman architecture because ancient Romans have left their artistic mark in Algem almost everywhere. This small town is present on the east side of Tunisia and is home to some colossal ruins. But there is one special reason thousands of tourists visit this town every year, and that one reason is the town's majestic amphitheater, which is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This amphitheater is the fourth largest coliseum in the Roman world. This incredible site dates back to the 3rd century AD, when it was built to accommodate at least 35,000 seaters for spectator events. Other than this amphitheater, popular tourist attractions are the Archaeological Museum, Algem International Symphonic Music Festival, and Mahdia's Old Town. But if you want to have some fun after all that sightseeing, head to Algem's famous entertainment center, Rabat. Located on the coastline of northwest Africa, it's counted as one of the 5 more imperial cities of Morocco. Rabat is famous for its historical landmarks and museums. The most visited tourist spot here is the Royal Palace and Mausoleum of Mohammed V, located in the heart of the city. Rabat's Kasbah district is also not to be missed. It's including the city's famous fortress built in the 11th century. Other than that, you should visit the unfinished and stunning 45-meter tall Hassan Tower. Balancing out those historical sites and well-preserved architecture are vast and pleasant green parks and beautiful beaches. This ensures that there is never a lack of recreational activities for visitors to partake in on their visit to this amazing city. Masai Mara National Reserve, a lush green wilderness situated in the Great Rift Valley of Narok, Kenya. The reserve's flora and fauna underscore its strong African influence. Elephants, lions, hippos, zebras, and cheetahs are some of the animals possessing this first-class protected natural landscape. This World Heritage Site stretches over 580 square miles and consists of beautiful savanna plains. It's also a site for Africa's annual wildebeest migration. Every year, millions of wildebeest, zebras, and many other species, especially the big cats, migrate north from Serengeti National Park to Masai Mara National Reserve. This annual event is known as the Great Migration, and it's a phenomenal spectacle. There are two ways you can witness the great wildlife of this reserve. One, you can take a Jeep safari ride. It will drive you through the savanna plains, letting you see the animals up close. Or two, you can enjoy the hot air balloon safari, where you fly above the plains. You can also visit the tribal village of Maasai, which is located on the southern side of the National Reserve. Tamarin, a small city located on the western coast of Mauritius. This city is home to some of the most beautiful beaches that serve as amazing surfing spots. It used to be a fishing village, but it's rapidly expanding due to its increasing number of tourists. The city is also home to several salt pans that have existed here for over 2 centuries. These impressive salt pans are made with cobblestones. They are filled with salty seawater to collect salt after the water evaporates. It's such a mesmerizing process to witness. Tamarin offers a calm, relaxing atmosphere for partygoers looking for a laid-back nightlife. There are several cozy casinos, bars, and pubs, with Flavors Resto Bar and Sea Beach Club being the best ones. Ladige lies in the beautiful archipelago of the coast of East Africa. It is one of the 115 isolated and beautifully unique islands in the Seychelles Republic. Ladige is a popular getaway for travelers seeking to escape the crowds and achieve a sense of calm isolation because it is one of the few places on Earth that are still motor-free. The island is composed of white sandy beaches, lush green forests, and coral reefs. In fact, the entire island is surrounded by coral reefs that are home to the rich wildlife of tropical fish and coral, so snorkeling and swimming are 2 common tourist activities here. The best places to visit on this island are Anse Source d'Argent and Grand Anse Beach, and Nid d'Aigle, which is the island's tallest peak. Serengeti National Park. For a retirement getaway or for a family vacation, Serengeti National Park should not be missed. The scenery is classic, and it feels like you live in the wilderness. This safari stretches over an area of 5,700 square miles and is home to millions of animals. There is an estimated 1.7 million wildebeest, 500,000 gazelles, 4,000 lions, and 200,000 zebras. And as you enter deep into the riverine forest, you'll also get to see hippos, crocodiles, giraffes, and other endemic hoofed animals. You can enjoy a safari experience here in a Jeep or in a hot air balloon. This place is located just south of Masai Mara National Reserve, and it is the same site from where the annual Great Migration of Africa begins. In fact, it's the only place in Africa where this giant annual migration of animals takes place, so it's definitely not to be missed. Meknes. Located in the northern central region of Morocco, Meknes is an imperial city that is home to many magnificent monuments and sites. Due to its collection of historical sites, this city has also been listed on UNESCO World Heritage List. The city has some great landmarks: Meknes Medina, Bab Mansour Gate, Dar Jamai Museum, and the Mausoleum of Moulay Ismail, are a bunch of them not to be missed. However, the most remarkable spectacle here is the ruins of Volubilis, which once used to be a Berber Roman city. This place is located only 27 kilometers away from the main Meknes city. Antananarivo, a colorful city filled with many historical places, viewpoints, and colonial architecture. Its contrast with the green scenery make it appealing to the eye and relaxing to explore. You can find different viewpoints while wandering around. The upper town, which is decorated with a mixture of British and French architecture. The legendary artificial lake Anozi, or its beautiful botanical garden that displays the intriguing collection of Malagasy wildlife. Other important landmarks are the Andahalo Place, the Prime Minister's Palace, and some beautiful churches like the Anglican Cathedral, the Roman Catholic Cathedral of Andahalo, and the Church of Ambatanakanga. Antananarivo's most famous tourist spot is its law court of Ambantandrafandrana, commissioned in 1881. It was built without walls and with 16 columns by the world-renowned architect James Perret. Other than these, Antananarivo is also blessed with a rich assortment of arts and entertainment, so you won't ever regret visiting this city. Kruger National Park. For nature lovers, nothing beats a game drive with breathtaking views and getting up close with wildlife in their natural habitat. Africa has some exceptional national parks, but none is as enchanting as the one in the Kruger Loeveld. Sprawling across Limpopo and Mpumalanga, Kruger National Park is one of the largest game reserves on the continent. The park is the truest emblem of wildlife in South Africa, and an itinerary you cannot afford to miss on your visit. The park has incredible diversity and is one of the few places on the planet where you can glimpse the Big Five. But that's not all. Kruger also has several other attractions, such as rare flora and bird species of equally endearing measure. So apart from its robust ecosystem, there is much to do and see in Kruger. Having a guide is the best way to cover its illustrious catalog to get your money's worth. So whether you start your trip from the depths of Sudwala Caves or hike on the Panorama Route, Kruger is a nature trove worth every penny. Kampala. Despite not having any game drives or natural attractions, Kampala remains one of the most revered destinations in Africa. Uganda's capital sprawls across 7 hills and offers a unique history, several attractions, culinary experiences, and wild nightlife. Many on their visit opt for the traditional spots like national parks and gorilla trekking in other parts of the country without giving the city a chance, which is quite a shame if I'm being honest. Kampala is the best place to delve into the perfect blend of the country's diverse cultural heritage. And there are several spots to see the bustling city from a distance, such as the 272 staircase at Gaddafi Mosque. Sharm el-Sheikh. Perched on the southern tip of the Sinai Peninsula just next to the crystal waters of the Red Sea, Sharm el-Sheikh has clawed its way up several bucket lists. The immaculate Sharm el-Sheikh is a tourist marvel with boundless attractions to cater to diverse travelers. So whether you fancy digging your toes in a soft white sand or want to hike across the Sinai Mountains while glimpsing rare wildlife and breathtaking scenery, there's so much packed into this gem. In addition, the former quaint Bedouin fishing village is one of the best places to go scuba diving on the continent. The city is synonymous with families seeking an ultimate escape, thanks to several up-to-standard infrastructures, such as resorts that make for a pleasant vacation. Whether you're here for the desert sands or the picturesque underwaters, Sharm el-Sheikh is an eventful destination worth considering for your next trip to Egypt. Sousse. Dating back to the 11th century, the warm and friendly Sousse is perched along the banks of the Mediterranean Sea. The beautiful city effortlessly blends exceptional resorts and boundless cultural attractions, giving travelers the best of both worlds. For example, the beachside suburb of Port El Kitwe is lined with modern resorts offering true sun and sand bliss, whereas the Medina district, perched in the city center, has countless cultural attractions to cater to the traditional traveler. As you're scouring the town, you'll be amazed by the several historical buildings such as mosques and monuments for their beauty and rich history. And after a long walk, a culinary trove awaits you in the several restaurants littered across the city. The Black River. Perched on the western side of Mauritius, the Black River district is one of the continent's best hidden secrets. The district is most famously known for its national park. It's the largest and only one on the island, with astounding wildlife diversity spread across the dense rainforests. Black River National Park is an excellent itinerary for nature lovers looking for an off-the-beaten experience in the African jungle. Before 1994, the park was nothing more than hunting grounds before being designated as a national park by the government. Today, the park bustles with several activities such as adventure treks. Besides the national park, the district also has exceptional beaches, wild sanctuaries, and culinary experiences. Zanzibar. The evocative name draws strong comparisons to the spices that waded through the island centuries ago. The Indian Ocean archipelago has recently been turning heads and piquing the interest of several travelers with its Baroque Omani imperial architecture and soft sand beaches kissing the crystalline green seas. If you've ever wondered what a trip to paradise feels like, Zanzibar is the truest replica. Tourists are often caught between heading for the history-clad town or the breathtaking coastline, with either direction just as promising and endearing. The local markets in the Old Town offer priceless souvenirs and other authentic treats, whereas the historic Stone Town and charming fishing villages make for a beautiful day trip. In addition, there's also plenty of water sport activities to do, such as scuba diving, snorkeling, and others. The scrumptious cuisines in the several restaurants littered across the island strongly resonate with its rich spice history. With its countless historical sites and breathtaking beaches, it's easy to see why Zanzibar is an increasingly residual bucket list item for travelers. Harare. The bustling capital is full of surprises and has become an alluring tourist gem in recent years. One of the reasons the city has warmed its way into several hearts is its impeccable blend of nature and modern architecture. In addition, there are plenty of hiking options. Harare has plenty to offer all travelers, from its wondrous wildlife, spectacular scenery, and history-clad museums. Namib National Park. Namibia is one of the continent's largest protected areas and was resized from a small game reserve in 1907 to the vast national park it is now. The national park is larger than Switzerland and covers a vast trench of the Namib Desert all the way to the west coast. The national park offers plenty, from the exceptional beaches dotted along the coast to the picturesque dunes, remote mountains, and remarkable desert wildlife. In addition, the park is home to some of the planet's rarest plants and animals. Sassouvlé is undoubtedly the star of the show in the park, and its impressive red dunes are awe-inspiring scenery. Sassouvlé, which translates as dead-end marsh, is a white salt and clay pan where the dunes come together, thus preventing the Soushab River from flowing further. Due to the arid conditions in the desert, the river rarely flows that far, meaning the pan remains dry for several years. Chef Chaouen. This small city, perched in the Rift Mountains in the northwestern part of the country, is one of the most revered destinations on the continent. The quirky town is aesthetically pleasing and is referred to as the Blue Pearl of Morocco. The shades of blue awash several houses in the town, where the ingenuity of Jewish migrants who fled to the town during the Spanish Inquisition in the 15th century. There have been several theories behind the shade, some more outrageous than others, such as the blue repels mosquitoes. But no one has any concrete evidence why they chose blue, which only adds to the mystique of the Moroccan gem. Today, the current town occupants have kept the blue shade and often add a coat of blue every year. This beautiful town has been a social media fascination, particularly with Instagram and Pinterest, with several travelers looking for the next viral post. The city also has a robust outdoor experience, particularly near the Rift Mountains, where several hiking routes exist. Praia. Cabo Verde's capital has been entertaining visitors for several years now, and it's a unique escape, offering the most authentic version of the archipelago. Praia has kept its origins intact, but still provides the modern traveler with a great vacation. Praia, loosely translated as beach in Portuguese, is a buzzing nature retreat with paradisic whims to seduce any tourist. The town also has a buzzing nightlife, impressive West African colonial towns, and dozens of landmarks to make for a pleasant day trip. Cape Town. South Africa's the mother city of the country, Cape Town is a great destination for outdoor enthusiasts, with a variety of activities to enjoy, including hiking, biking, and water sports. The town is known for Table Mountain. Table Mountain is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Cape Town is known for its biodiversity, stunning sandy beaches, fabulous food, as well as colorful crafts sold throughout the marketplace. Cape Town has become a thriving metropolis filled with creativity, the ever-increasing art world, and fantastic dining. Besides Table Mountain, be sure to visit the Boulders Beach Penguin Colony, as well as the Constantia Valley. Constantia Valley has great nature and wildlife areas. The stunning sheer mountain cliffs are located at Cape Town Central, filled with beauty and danger if you get too close. While in Cape Town, make the effort to go on the Big 5 Safari. This is a full-day guided safari. Overall, Cape Town is a great destination. Experience natural beauty, learn about new cultures, and enjoy outdoor activities. It is definitely worth a visit for those looking to explore this vibrant and exciting city. Addis Ababa. This is the capital city of Ethiopia. The city has a couple of nicknames, a new flower and a natural spring. Once you spend time in Addis Ababa, you will fully understand the names. The city is filled with culture and history. Bale Mountain National Park is a must-see. The churches, in particular, the churches of Lalibela, should be seen to be believed. The best time to plan a trip to this fantastic city is from late November to the beginning of April. Any other time, and you'll likely be rained out and in the midst of chaos. Accra. Situated on the Atlantic coast of West Africa, Accra is the capital city of Ghana. With notable architecture and being a well-developed city, it's one of the loveliest cities in the world. The architecture in Accra does reflect its colonial history. One will notice 17th century castles located very near to classic modern-day skyscrapers. Accra is a true melting pot of multiple cultures, as well as a diverse economy. Places that should be seen while visiting include the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. This park holds the mausoleum of Nkrumah, as well as a museum that honors and charts his life. Checking out all the crafts, foods, and art in the markets and the malls is definitely worth doing on a short trip. Accra has golden sand beaches as well as some highly entertaining nightlife. Alexandria. Loaded with a history so rich it carries the name of the man who built it, in hopes of ruling the world. Contrary to many locations, Alexandria, Egypt is one of those locations that you could visit throughout the year. There is no bad season to be had. Alexandria is a beacon for Christianity and also home of the biggest cathedrals at the time. There's a wide cultural diversity. This shows in the wonderful cuisine available here. The sea offers the best scenery, has soft and sandy beaches, is breezy, and the water is clean. This makes the perfect swimming and water sports location. If you don't want the fun at the beach, please visit the Montazah Palace, take a short tour, and have an enjoyable, relaxing picnic. Quaid Bay Castle is another must-see, with tours available for the interior and the exterior. This should be number 1 on your list. Dar es Salaam. This perfect vacation location is located along the coast of the Indian Ocean. It has a multicultural diversity which shows in the wide variety of foods and music. Dar es Salaam is known for its beaches, islands, fresh seafood, and culture. Even the architecture is diverse, with different cultures showing in the buildings. A vacation here is not complete until you experience the glorious sight of the cathedrals. The local markets are filled with many handmade products and other local goods, such as clothing and textiles, shoes, foods, arts, paints, cigarettes, as well as many other items. Along the harbor, you can enjoy a day of snorkeling, swimming, complete with cabanas available, historic monuments, woodcarvers market, and beautiful scenery. Trails leading to gorgeous waterfalls will all leave you breathless. Fez. A walled city, it's home to the world's oldest university. This ancient city is part of UNESCO and will take you back in time. Be sure to visit Medina, a maze of stalls where locals sell their goods, but that locals say will have you lost. There are gorgeous landmarks, beautiful gardens, historic buildings, and so much more that is available to see and learn about. The motels are a mix of modern, charming, and basic tried-and-true styles. The foods will keep you full and happy and wanting more. Be prepared to walk where you want to go. The city streets are constantly packed with vehicles that will have you hanging on for dear life. Yaoundé. Known as Cameroon's City of Seven Hills, Yaoundé is well known for its native style of music, as well as its national football team. This city is situated on a hilly plateau that is heavily forested. Visitors can enjoy many historic religious buildings, museums for history, sports, and arts, and there are some gorgeous parks, zoological gardens, and other sites. Well worth a visit to this location. Throughout the year, there are many festivals and events held that you can watch and even participate in if you choose. Samburu National Reserve. A wild animal reserve that is situated along the bank of the Ewaso Nagiro River. On the opposite side of the river is the Buffalo Springs National Reserve. The Samburu National Reserve is filled with species of animals that are very rare. Some such are the gravy zebras, the reticulated giraffe, the Somali ostrich, as well as a few others. It's believed that there are close to 900 elephants that reside in the Samburu National Reserve. You will also see lions, leopards, buffalo, and many other animals when you take a guided tour through the Samburu National Reserve. Dakar. This is the capital of Senegal and is quite diverse and rich in the cultures and beliefs of the area. Dakar is known for its great markets that have many local products, such as crafts, foods, and jewelry, and also fabrics, metal, and wood products. There are museums throughout the city, mosques, bustling markets and walks along the cliffs, and great beaches for water activities. Senegal has many nature reserves and parks that can be accessed by way of Dakar. The specialty museums and an island or two are all waiting for your visit. Multiple monuments can be seen within a close distance throughout the city. Dakar, Senegal, is home to one of the main seaports located on the African coast. The people who live in Dakar are very proud of the hospitality that they offer visitors and residents alike. Dakar is a friendly atmosphere and enjoys visitors. Johannesburg. Johannesburg is a city that's filled with life, not just fun. It's a major hub for businesses, a chief financial and industrial metropolis, and there is much more to Johannesburg than meets the eye. The city sits on a broad, lush green plateau that stretches across the African landscape. The city does have man-made lakes and a few small streams. The National Symphony Orchestra plays for those who love the music. Visitors can then visit clubs for the nightlife and jazz music. Johannesburg offers much for tourists and residents alike. Up close during an animal safari, historical sites, and outdoor adventures. The Johannesburg Art Gallery is a prestigious collection of art, and it features the works of many of Europe's greatest artists, while the private galleries proudly feature the art of African artists. Any visit to Johannesburg would not be complete without a stop at the Market Theatre. This is a multi-theater complex in the old Producer Market building. Victoria Falls. Located on the border of two countries, Zambia and Zimbabwe, it is one of the largest waterfalls. The falls have become one of the major attractions for tourism since the mid-20th century. What should be seen when visiting is the bronze statue on the Zambian shore of David Livingstone, the first European to see the falls. In the river of Victoria Falls, you will see two land masses or small islands. The falls are not the largest or the widest, but it is considered to be one of the largest based on the combined height plus width of Victoria Falls. No other waterfall matches these measurements. During the dry season, more of the wall is seen, with the lower amount of water rushing over. The islets are also seen more easily and in a greater number, since the water level of the river is lower. Lagos. The major business and economic hub for Nigeria. It is quite often considered to be the financial, entertainment, and cultural capital of all of Africa. Lagos has a lot for tourists to see and enjoy. All the possibilities make a trip to Lagos very worth it. The nature and wildlife parks have a wide assortment of animals that may be seen on the trip through the park. There's also historical sites and parks. You can enjoy boat tours, museums, fun and games, as well as landmarks and casual hiking. For families, there's even more water parks and water activities. For adults, casino and gambling and some crazy nightlife to enjoy. The Black Heritage Bata Cry Tour is one tour to be sure to book. This is one that's unforgettable. Nairobi. Simply put, is the safari capital of the world. It seems as though it's a concrete jungle filled with life and excitement. But it's more of a beating heart, a cosmopolitan city, an older city teeming with tradition mixed with modern life. 3 exciting adventures to take when in Nairobi include the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. This is a nature park where there are many animals to see. Secondly, visitors should visit the Giraffe Center. Giraffes are really amazing creatures and can change your view of the world. And of course, Nairobi National Park's a must-see. A nature park filled with many wildlife areas and an abundance of wildlife. There's also 2 museums that will make a trip to Nairobi complete. From the movie Out of Africa is the real-life museum that is located in a farmhouse. Also, one would be remiss if you did not stop by the National Museum that also has some lush greenery to view around the exterior of the museum. Cairo. Located on the Nile River, Cairo is a huge, sprawling city that's the capital of Egypt. Cairo is a historical town and is known for a great many things. The Giza Complex of Pyramids. This complex of pyramids holds one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This would be the Great Pyramid of King Khufu. There is also the Great Sphinx statue and the House of Mummification. There's so much more to Cairo than the pyramids alone. Cairo is home to 1,000 minarets. The minaret is the lower top that's on a mosque and other houses of religion. Other buildings in Cairo have the same great architecture type. The Museum of Egyptian History would be a visit that would last all day, especially if you love history. The cuisine in Cairo is astounding and well worth the time to sit and enjoy. Many different restaurants serve up many different types of cuisine, from Egyptian to Japanese, Chinese, and even Mediterranean and vegetarian. Agadir. This is one of Morocco's major cities and is situated along the southern Atlantic coast. Nature's backdrop for Agadir, Egypt, is the Atlas Mountains. This city is filled with fun and sun. There's plenty to do, such as visiting the zoo or spending a day at one of the gorgeous beaches that skirt the town. There is nature parks, one in particular, and it's so much fun. Croco Park. This is a must-see for the whole family. Of course, the seafront promenade sits right by the sea and provides hours of fun. Agadir restaurants cater to all wishes of cuisine, including vegan and vegetarian. Abidjan. Located on the southern portion of the Ivory Coast, Abidjan is a major hub of Côte d'Ivoire. The town actually lies along the Ibri Lagoon. Abidjan is filled with activities for young and old, active and not so active. The beaches are obviously one of the best places to relax and get some fun in the sun. There are national parks to visit, beautiful cathedrals and other religious buildings, great dining options, as well as a variety of places to stay that can fit any budget. There is the nightlife in Abidjan that will keep you on your toes and enjoy your stay in Abidjan. The favorite stop in Abidjan is Tricheville, a sort of marketplace that's filled with handmade items, clothing, crafts, keepsakes, and much more. At the end of a long and wonderful day, rest up in one of the local hospitality locations. There are some that include restaurants right with the hotel. Algiers. One aspect you cannot miss when you arrive in Algiers is all the whitewashed buildings of the Casbah. You'll see Medina with its winding streets, a ruined citadel, as well as the Ottoman palaces. The Great Mosque has a huge marble column on either side, and of course, there's a minaret on the top. There are some steep forested hills that form a background to this historic area. These can be seen as you tour the Basilica de Notre Dame of Afrique. There are many beautiful and well-manicured gardens that are always open to be viewed. The neighborhoods have some market stands that sell local goods such as food, clothing, and souvenirs. A wide variety of locations to rest up at night after a long day, can't miss dining experiences with all types of cuisine to enjoy. Marrakesh, a town that bustles with activity at all times, day and night. The sounds of calls to prayer were heard everywhere in the town. Sights that you would only expect to see in the movies with the snake charmers. Women walking through the streets selling henna tattoos. Children running in the streets with their hands out, almost begging for coins. Marrakesh is not all like this. This was a portion of the town that is not seen as often, but should be if nothing else but the history. Often called the Red City, I assume due to all the clay that's used in buildings and roads. There are quiet streets to explore and the neighborhoods with small market shops, beautiful gardens, and phenomenal architecture. Camel rides can be had, as well as great dining and fabulous locations to stay at. Be sure not to miss the palaces and the gardens throughout Marrakesh. It is not a difficult task to get lost as you walk through the streets of Marrakesh. Be sure to hire a well-recommended guide or stick to tours when you travel. Durban. Formerly named Port Natal, Durban is a major seaport in Africa. It sits on Natal Bay in the Indian Ocean. This location is filled with vacation activities. The oceanfront provides water sporting, relaxation, sitting next to the beach and watching the waves roll in. There are world-class surfers that quite often may be seen at the beaches surrounding this ocean. The large Indian community is mostly responsible for making Durban the curry capital of the South African region. There is a blend of architecture and culture in Durban, which makes this a must-visit location. There's a walking tour available through Durban, a cultural tour of the villages, and other options for guided tours that are safe and exciting learning and enjoyment experiences. Between the botanical gardens, which feature the majority of plants from Africa, the safari park and marine world, water activities that include snorkeling and swimming, Durban is filled with nature's beauty and nature's bounty. There are many cultural visits and tours that are well worth the effort to locate. Also a must-see is the futuristic Moses Mabhida Stadium. Durban provides a huge array of cuisine that is found at multiple five-star restaurants. Giza. This place is said to be the most famous in Egypt, and this is the site of some of the most impressive ancient monuments in the world, including a complex of ancient Egyptian royal mortuary and sacred structures, including the Great Sphinx, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and a number of other large pyramids and temples. The top 3 locations to be sure to visit when in Giza include the Great Sphinx, the medieval landmark Islamic fortress, and also Giza Necropolis, which does include the Great Sphinx. These ancient structures are some of the most well-known symbols of ancient Egyptian civilization and are a must-see for any visitor to Giza. Another visit worth making is to the Giza Solar Boat Museum, constructed in the year 1985. This museum houses the restored ancient solar boat of Pharaoh Khufu, which was discovered buried near the pyramids of Giza. This museum is definitely worth a visit. Overall, Giza is a must-visit destination for any traveler interested in ancient history and culture. It offers a wealth of interesting and significant attractions for visitors to explore and enjoy. So which city did you like the most? Tell us in the comments and let us know which one was your favorite city.